Listening to your team is so important for several reasons. Not only because you are learning what they're doing, how they're doing it, but how they feel about their activities, how they feel about the tasks and the responsibilities that they have been given. There are so many, of course, if we go back a little bit, as entrepreneurs, as leaders, our nature is to be very, very much into our thoughts, our concept, our vision, our way or the highway, and we want to direct rather than observe and listen and pay attention to what your business is telling you. Sometimes the business and the market and your results start guiding the direction in which your company needs to go. Not necessarily always what you're imposing on everybody else around you. And some leaders that get a little bit too stubborn, they start facing some serious mistakes because they're not pivoting and adjusting to whatever the market needs. I'm not suggesting that you need to have no vision or clarity as to what you want out of your business. But what I'm suggesting is that you need to blend those two. Have a purpose, have a mission, have objectives, know your short-term and your your long-term goals, but also not get so caught up in where you want to go, as opposed to where the business is starting to guide you. And every department goes through transitions. So we can start with from the beginning, which is, starting a small team, hiring a small team, hiring the right people. And if we start from back to square one, is the proper selection. So even before we get to many other important steps as to how to lead and how to maximize the results of each one of the members of your organization, perhaps the most important part is selecting them. And where you're not big enough to have a psychologist on staff and human resources that does all of that work, and you depend on yourself. I have seen this mistake over and over, which is interviewers and business owners spend too much time when they're interviewing prospects, candidates, spend too much time talking and explaining the job and explaining the company, as opposed to listening to who they're interviewing and creating the right sequence of questioning to better understand who you're looking for and what the characteristics of those people, those participants need to be.